you'll see the
guys wanna be me, and all the ladies came to see me. That's right. I'm real. I'm raw. I'm August Artois.
Hey, everybody, I'm real and raw August Artois, joined here by Mr. WISO. He's growing to be one of my best friends in the whole world. His only downfall is that he's purebred Puerto Rican. Anyways, we are joined here by our one and only savior, the Mr. Infinity Man himself, your girlfriend's favorite wrestler, your girlfriend's favorite person, Timothy Bumpers.
Hi. Hello. Thank you guys for having me.
Hey, thanks for joining us. How's your morning going so far? Let's start off there.
It's doing very well. As you stated, I'm here. I woke up, so that means I got more bangers to give. So I'm thankful.
Joined by Daryl Chronister. He's a fan that watches all the shows. Daryl, go ahead and shut the hell up real quick while Timothy's talking. Thank you very much. We're going to go ahead and ask WISO, how's his day going? WISO, how's your day going?
Amazing.
It doesn't matter how your day is going, WISO. This is about me and Tim today. So, Timothy, for all those people out there that have absolutely no idea who you are, they have no idea about professional wrestling, they've been living under a goddamn rock for the last how long you've been doing this, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a Sagittarius. Nah. No, I've been wrestling, creating for 11 years. I started training down in Raleigh, North Carolina, which moved to Goldsboro, North Carolina. My original trainer, Seymour Snott, the geek with the physique. Then it switched over to ATL. Then the infamous Joe Black. And then I got some thankful teachings with Too Cold Scorpio.
Too Cold Scorpio. That's a name everybody knows. WISO, what do you think about Too Cold Scorpio?
Love Too Cold, but watch out, man, because he might stab you. He's always carrying the blade.
That's New Jack.
Nah, that's Scorpio too. Because Scorpio stabbed a dude in the WCW bus with a pair of scissors. And then didn't he just get arrested too for stabbing some guy, some security guard or something?
It was both the other guy's fault.
Yeah. Fuck those other guys.
Too Cold can do no wrong in my eyes, and yeah, that's why I feel on that.
The people out there that haven't ever met him, he's probably one of the sweetest people in this business. But it's like some of the most dangerous men in this business, like Haku, like some of the most dangerous men in this business are the sweetest men in this business as well.
Because they've gone through hell to reach their peace. Yeah,
like Timothy Bumpers here. He's one of the most dangerous men. That's why he's so sweet, and that's why he's so nice to us on this podcast. Let's just go and jump right into it with the instead of hitting at the end. Where are we going to find you at on all your social media platforms? Is it just Tim Bumpers on all social media platforms? Because I know I follow two Tim Bumpers. One's a Timothy, one's a Tim. One doesn't respond to me, and one's very nice.
Well, the funny thing about that is it's right now is just Tim Bumpers on Instagram and Facebook. During my harvest, during the quarantine, I literally asked the universe to remove all toxicity from me, and she took my password away from me on my Facebook. So I had to make another one. So
you ask the universe, and the universe provides.
Yes, she does, always. So
that's
yeah.
All right, so let's jump into our first segment. For those who don't know what our first segment is, it's all about what pisses us off in professional wrestling, what grinds our gear, and for other words, we're about to bring the motherfucking ruckus. WISO!
Bring the motherfucking ruckus. Bring the motherfucking ruckus. Bring the motherfucking ruckus. Bring the motherfucking ruckus.
So everybody's fucking favorite segment is when we get Jesus Christ, when we get real and we
wait. Tim, are you smoking?
Yeah. We stay on cloud 9 on this podcast, my friend.
Respect to you guys.
Anyways, it's it's everybody's favorite time. It's time to get real and raw because in this business, everybody likes when people talk shit and the drama unfolds, but nobody wants to be the one to do it. So that's where I come in. Timothy, I'm gonna get us started. Let me pull out my handy dandy notebook, and we're gonna go ahead and get it started off with this. And Timothy, if you fit into this category, I'm not sorry. People out there that don't own a pair of fucking wrestling boots. Wrestling boots. They wear Asics with kick pads. What the fuck you out there doing? We can see your Asics. We can see your kick pads. And let me go ahead and clear a little bit of a little negativity out of the way. Do you throw kicks? Yes, I do. All right, man. You kind of pass. Do you throw kicks? Nah, man, that ain't my style. What the fuck are you wearing kick pads for? How do you feel about that, Timothy?
I appreciate duality. It's because, yes, I was raised in the sense of you got to have boots to be considered a wrestler. I understand that. I appreciate that. I respect that. But sometimes shit happens. Like for me, instance, my boots that my trainer gave me, and I've wrestled and created blue attire about 2 weeks ago. So I had to use some Asics to finish a match. So sometimes they're needed, but I understand.
Was it mid-match? Did you have to take your boots off and put the Asics on mid-match?
Oh no! Thankfully, it's like I was putting my boots on, and when I was jumping rope, the damn thing just tore right then and there. So thankfully, it was in the back and not out there, because that would have been horrible.
Yeah. All right. Well, now you see where I'm going. I'm going to give you one more, and then it's going to be your turn. And this, to me, is something that I've been seeing quite a little bit, or quite a lot of, actually, on Facebook, on Instagram, not on TikTok, because I don't do that shit because I'm an adult. But photographers that have nothing to do with wrestling, that want to get into the business of taking pictures of wrestlers to maybe patent up their portfolio, get their name out there, or for the greatest cause, to make some money. Now, to those photographers out there, stop expecting this business to be fucking friends with you. I saw a post the other day that said, is that all I'm good for, is taking pictures at wrestling shows? Motherfucker, you're a professional wrestling photographer. If I met you in like kindergarten, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th grade, and then we moved that friendship into professional wrestling, you're my boy. I got you. But you still better be taking fucking pictures of me while I'm in the ring. But for the guys that show up with their camera on their side and they don't take pictures and they want to walk in the locker room and start talking with everybody and sit down and eat catering and get the fuck out of here. What are you even thinking right now? Do I walk into your photograph club and sit down and say, hey, I'm one of the boys? No, I don't do that, because it's not what happens in this business. So if you're a graphic designer and you're a photographer, stop expecting people to be fucking friends with you. You do a job for this business. That's the job that you're expected to do. If we become friends in that process, or if I brought your ass from fucking my past, is the only way, an acceptable way to be friends in this business, you son of a bitches. Timothy, how do you feel about that?
I agree. When this business was made, we all have positions in it. And respectfully, people always want to say we want to treat it like a job. We want it's like a business. Okay, well, we all have specific roles we have to play. And it doesn't devalue what you're doing, because we all have a role in this. The only real star is the wrestling ring. That's the only real thing, really. So we all have to make a valiant effort to team up to be a star in the wrestling ring. So if you're a photographer, your job is to help us make us look good. And in turn, you get paid for that. Or if you're starting to get in the business, you build up a portfolio to where people want you there. It's like, hey, where's that guy who was last week? Oh, he was just, I need him here. It's like,
Bingo.
I've seen a lot of photographers. One being specific, Kendall Williams. Beautiful, does beautiful work. And he'd show up just hanging out, have his stuff, take pictures here and there, talk to the wrestlers. Now he's probably one of the most seeked out wrestlers, photographers in North Carolina. So it's just the hustle.
Because he showed up and did his job. Yeah, he showed up and did his job and didn't expect friendship, and then friendship comes with it. If you can bust your ass in this business and keep up with everybody, then yeah, why wouldn't you be a friend?
Indeed.
Timothy, your internet connection is not too good right now, my friend. Is it that North Kakalaki connection?
Very much so. I had to step outside actually to see if I can get a better connection.
Oh,
There's
Lord
none
be
inside.
Lord be with this connection. Bless us on this night. All right, Timothy, hit us with what pisses you off? Oh, dance break. All right, we're back. Ooh, that felt good. That's our little patented dance break. Thank you for taking part. Most people look confused when we start doing it. You jumped right into it.
Oh, that's part of wrestling. You gotta be a part of it no matter what.
Bro,
Otherwise,
Learn how to
that's stupid.
Exactly. All right, so tell us now, what grinds your gears, Timothy? What pisses you off in this business?
There's so much. Let's
Well,
start with one.
you got as long as you want. You go until your breath runs out if you need to.
Black promotions being the same as their white predecessors promotions. That being, you start your own company. You're trying to put something out in the culture that represents us. But you use the same tactics, you use the same rules, and you do the same gatekeeping as the white promoter that you used to work for. So to me, it's just blackface. Or in our terms, crap face. That's what I hate. That's what I don't like.
Break
And
it down. That's a deep topic because with racism and how it's been in this business for years and people not getting the opportunities they deserve because the color of their skin. Let's elaborate on that. What do you mean more? Because I have an idea of what you mean, but let's elaborate a little.
when I tell people this, I really mean this. With wrestlers, we are creative players that took ourselves out the video games and put it in reality. Promoters had the game consoles and took their game console and put it in reality, which are the promotions. So promoters have every right to run their company how they want to. It's theirs. I can't come in and say, hey, I need you to do this. I want to be here. It's not my game console. If we don't match up, I'll DLC my way somewhere else. And that's how I treat it. So if I go to your company and people want me in your company, they want to download me in your company, they want me in your ring, but you don't like my performance based off of an old console we used to share, or you still have the same rules of a console you've been on or other places, so you think this is how I run my game console, but you're doing the exact same things, the exact same bullshit that you left the other consoles for. And that's not just with race, that's with anything really. If you put wrestling in life, this is what it is. The bookings, the wrestling, the territories, the opponents. It's all setting us up for the big finish at the end. That means when we die. No one's undefeated in that. No one's ever kicked out. So if you don't like me, if you don't like how I play in your console, that's completely fine. But to go online and tell other game consoles not to download me, that's fucking stupid. And that's something I never want to do to anybody, no matter how I feel about them. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much I feel about them, it's about what's making money. And I know how to make money. I've done it for a lot of companies who don't want to acknowledge that. Especially down in Florida.
You want to name the
Fest
companies?
Wrestling.
Yeah, let's tag
Fest
them.
Wrestling. Yes.
Fest.
I was
Oh, yeah, Fest. I've heard of Fest.
I was the first tag team champion there. I elevated that tag team division with Mike. What we did there is what's still running, what's people want to keep coming down there for. But the fact that you feel like I'm not worth what I'm asking for is the reason I'm not coming back there.
Mm.
And then not only that, the unprofessionalism behind the scenes that was jumped into the scenes, why some people won't come back there. So for you to feel the need to tell others not to book me down there is the reason why when I go down there, I show my ass. Because one, those promotions pay me what I want. They value what I create there. So, yeah, Fest Wrestling. I'm very happy that you booked the people that I love down there. I hope it continues completely. I hope nothing bad ever happens to you guys. And I mean that. I really do. But fuck you. I'm happy for your dreams.
Yeah, not me, Fest Wrestling. You can suck my dick, you fuckers. Yeah! That's from August Artois, you little son of a bitches. Yeah, Tim, if you haven't ever thought of writing a book, you should write a fucking book, but it shouldn't be a book. It should be a fucking audio book because you got a fucking great way of talking. Man, I was fucking hooked. I felt like this was your show. I was like, God damn.
I appreciate it. Thank you. study
Well
everything.
spoken, Mike. Let's talk about more shit. Let's talk about ACW. I see there's a lot of problems at ACW, and everybody wants to talk, but nobody's fucking really talking. Everyone's just posting shit and sharing girl stories. But I want to talk to somebody that's been there and dealt with the bullshit.
Oh yeah, All Caribbean Wrestling.
Yeah.
First and foremost, my heart goes out to all the people that was affected by it. No one should have to deal with anything like that, especially when you're giving your body and your livelihood up for not just creating to make their brand better, but just to make the environment better for wrestling. So first and foremost, that. Secondly, I can't really say I had a lot to deal with there because I was trying to get in there. Unbeknownst to me what was going on with the girls and everyone else involved, I was going down there, cutting my rate based off of people that was in places that I've wrestled or I've seen wrestle. And I'm thinking, oh, this is going to build up to something. And I've been in the business long enough to know it's not, but I'm still hopeful that things turn out that it did. So when I was in Ohio, I drove 16 hours down there to do a tournament that was very important to me and didn't get paid for it. I had to damn near verbally argue for gas money just to agree to the next show. But the universe being the ultimate booker, she had my jaw fractured to sit me down for a while. And as much as I was sad about it, I understood everything happened for a reason. And once everything came out, that was one of the reasons. So I know that everything that happens is already planned, already booked in my career and my life. So I just have to show up my best self when that happens. And thankfully, I felt like I did during those times because there was times I could have been not so professional, but it was an opportunity. It wasn't entitled to me, and I didn't want to mess up what others were doing down there. So I just let it be, and the universe revealed what was happening.
That beautiful universe. WISO, wake the fuck up. It's your turn to talk. What grinds your gears, pal?
I was reading up on All
Putting
Caribbean.
you to sleep, man.
Oh, he's over here
No.
reading about fucking Caribbean wrestling. This
I see what
motherfucker
you're
doesn't do
talking about.
any research at all.
I was
All he
looking. I
does
was
is
looking.
look at this.
I just broke 2 days
Timothy, listen
ago.
to that. Timothy, listen to this. All he does is take care of his family and like love his family and wife and kids. Isn't that fucking just dumb?
Oh,
What a loser!
You trying to be in wrestling too? How dare you?
How
you
dare
son of
I?
a bitch!
I know. How dare I be for those moments? All right. Let's get real. Something that I guess probably gonna be the realest one we had this time. I hate motherfuckers that are convicted sexual offenders, not only involved in the wrestling business, but training motherfuckers. And the person that I'm talking to or talking about is Mr. Chase Rance himself, man, from Team Vision Dojo. Like, what in the actual fuck? Convicted of lewd and lascivious battery with the victim 12 to 15 years old when the dude was almost 30 years old. How terrible is that?
Dude, the crazy thing is like I know guys that have like did the research and found like the kids the underage kids that train there, and they messaged their parents and sent them that picture, and the parents were like, "You guys are just jealous of fucking what? Of what? That's creepy." And then like the fact is, that motherfucker just got arrested, and then he got bailed out like that day, and then the next day he was cutting promos for the fucking company.
He's all over their Instagram page. It's not even like here and there, flyer. Here's him with a bunch of girls. Who knows? Look at him, so happy, so happy. Picture, him smiling, cheesing. Hey guys, hey. I mean, he literally just got out of jail for failing to report being a sex offender and a bunch of other shit like that. Dude, bad.
And the business
dojo.
It's filled with these people, though, man. And that's just one little small, tiny place here in Florida. Imagine what happens in Texas and New York and New Jersey. These guys that have control over the young business. It's fucking sickening.
Maybe I have another name for next week.
Tim, have you ever had to send butthole pictures for a booking?
Oh, not butthole pictures, but I accidentally sent a dick picture to a Japanese promotion.
Oh.
Back in, what was it, 2000, I think, 13, 14, I was wrestling under Steve Carino down in PWF. And he was very happy with my work, and he was trying to get me to do some stuff in Japan. My girlfriend at the time, she was already in Japan doing stuff down there, and we haven't talked or seen each other. So, you know.
Yeah.
About the old babies on my computer, and I was talking to both at the time, the promoter and my girlfriend. So I'm thinking I'm sending it to her. Next thing I get a random message from Steve Carino. He was like, "Hey Tim, can I talk to you real quick?" I'm like, "Okay, cool." He was like, "Hey, did you send a dick picture to?" I was like, "What?" I look immediately, and it's just right there. It's right there, and right there with all my matches, all my credentials, having his Steve Carino's name right there, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna burn my boots right now, and then I'm gonna just go jump off something.
That's the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard.
You send him a headshot.
He sent him a headshot. WISO, that was funny, but yeah, shut the hell up for a second though. Timmy, keep going.
So, needless to say, I never went over there. But that was years ago.
What was the response back to that?
Oh, he found it hilariously funny because, from what I'm told, I have been over there to been proven. Men of the culture have very good sense of humor, so he found it funny. But we didn't have that rapport to me doing that, accident or not. So that bridge got burned.
Daryl said, "Just go with it. Tell him it's part of your resume."
There's some promotions over there. I'm pretty sure be cool with that.
That's fucking crazy. Imagine if it was like a single woman promoter too, and she would have fucking bid on that and brought you in. That could have been awesome for everybody involved, including your girlfriend. Who knows?
Who knows?
Hey, she could have been a women's champion.
WISO, that was a good one. I like where your little your grinding of your gear really snowball affected into Timothy's penis. That's awesome.
Hey man, 6 inches of degrees.
That's what I'm here for.
That's really fucking funny. Tim, you got another one that grinds your gears? Bring the ruckus, brother.
People who don't catch wrestlers on dives.
Ooh,
That pisses me off to no end. If we agree, if you don't catch me, not only is the match over, I need your pay
yeah.
because you are not equivalent to what you asked for the promoter, because that's something you learn in training. Day one, you trust people with your body and they're supposed to trust you with yours, but yet I'm diving from somewhere that you'd agreed to, and all of a sudden you catch the, oh, I don't want to get hurt. Bitch, we're wrestling.
Daryl says even as a videographer, I catch wrestlers on dives if needed. Oh, okay. Thanks, Daryl. Don't hurt yourself, Daryl. I need that fucking footage, brother.
Right. Wait, hold on. I'm outside. My nephew's trying to walk in the street. 1 second.
Uh-oh. Get that kid.
Yeah.
And I'm back.
We're back. All right. WISO, you got another gear grinder?
1 second.
He's still
I want to
going.
make a correction. As I'm thinking, sorry, the photographer I'm talking about is Kendall Wright. Kendall Wright. He's the one that's been doing great work.
I think someone right here said, oh, wait, so someone on our fucking podcast here is lying. Kendall Williams is my brother.
Yeah, I was not talking about that one.
Yeah, well, Kendall Williams can suck it. How about Kendall Williams can go to hell? We're not talking about you, Kendall Williams, you fuck face. Piece of shit.
Sorry, Kendall. Love you.
Daryl said it makes great footage for a cameraman to get dove. I think that's actually pretty cool. If the cameraman's cool with it and you do a dive and take the cameraman.
If the camera doesn't break and you're cool with it, yeah, get that footage.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's his fucking camera, I don't give a shit. Buy a new one. Woo! WISO, you got another one?
That's enough for this week.
All right, well, give me another one, Tim. What grinds you? I know you got a lot of them.
Veterans who gatekeep young kids. We can't take anything we've learned with us. We can't take access. We can't take moves. We can't take connections. We can't take anything with us when we're gone. So what's the point in beating down a young kid, making sure they have the same experience you did when you grew up in this business?
I get that.
Yeah. But so my whole thing is to give back. It's don't be an asshole in this. It's like, yeah, you had a shitty experience in it. Don't waste your years doing that to someone who waited all their life to get into this. That's fucked up.
No, it's 100%. I hear it in the locker room too. Like, oh man, when I first started, I had a bump and feed for fucking 5 years before I got my first match. Like, I don't give a fuck about you and your shitty career. Shut the fuck up.
You made it past that. You made it past the guys who made you do that shit. So why are you trying to hold on to the traditions of them? Yeah. They're not there. They didn't succeed in making you leave. They didn't succeed in any of the bullshit that they had to go through. It's almost like I said, I put a lot of things with life and wrestling. It's just fucked up traditions that is passed down and passed down. It's like, when are we going to be the ones that break that cycle, that fucked up cycle that we thought we had to? For 7 to 8 years of my career, I struggled like shit because I thought I had to. I thought I had to sleep in my car. I thought I had to lie still, to do whatever the fuck I had to do to get into this. But
Tim's over here doing side quests on top of the interview as well. What a lovely uncle he is. Saving kids' lives since day one, Mr. Infinity Man himself.
hey, go back in the
No,
house.
you don't make fun of him for being a good uncle.
No, he's a
But-
great uncle.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I love my niece and nephews. I don't have kids.
But it's like your parents used to beat you, so you beat your kids. You know what I'm saying? Like with the whole veteran thing. Like, change that. Give them like, make this business. Because I always hear people say like, "Oh, my only wish is to make this business better than when I found it." Well, it sure doesn't fucking look like it, Frankie. You fucking shithead.
Nah, like, you want to beat up on a kid because he messed something up, doing the same shit you messed up on, instead of guiding him or telling him something.
Yeah, if it gets out of hand, like if I'm in a match with a kid, which this has never happened, but like, you do something and they fuck up, then you try to help them and correct them, and they fuck up again, and they're not listening in the ring, then yeah, give them one fucking bow to the side of the head and say, "Hey, motherfucker, listen." But if
I twist nipples. I twist nipples.
Hey, there you go. I mean, if I got my nipples twisted, I wouldn't forget that, and I'd be like, "Oh man, I'm never gonna do that again." But like, if you fuck up one time and someone doesn't grab you and say like, "Hey man, like loosen up, calm down, like relax, slow down a little bit," but if your first reaction is just "Bow," like, you're a piece of shit, dude. How am I ever gonna learn?
Right. And how am I going to trust you?
How am I gonna trust you?
Yeah.
All right.
You beat,
Well-
you beat the hell out of me. Yeah.
Do you have any more, Tim? I don't want to milk you dry, but I mean, fuck. If you got the content, spew it.
Brother, it's been a while, so if you want to milk, never mind.
We still wants to milk you.
You're the one that loves the milk.
I actually have to say, people not collaborating, promotions not collaborating. It's like,
Yeah.
with everything now happening, the lower indies or indies in general think, "Oh, my town has to stay this town and no other company." WWE just had someone win TNA's World Championship, something we never thought would ever happen. We have promotions in places we want to be at, working together, but yet we still feel like one's enough here, one's enough in this town. We can't collaborate. That's stupid. When we all, like, for me, my best collaboration I've ever seen was Ring of Honor and CZW. It looked like a real fight. It looked like someone was trying to invade somebody. And that, ever since then, that was almost my bar. And I haven't seen anything like that since. It's like everyone's too egotistic to where, "Oh, I can't lose here," or "I can't job out to him."
Egos.
Why we get into this? Why we get into this?
That's one thing when a promoter tells me like, "Hey man, you're gonna be losing tonight. You know, I'm really sorry about that." Like, what? Sorry about that. Like, I'm gonna make that loss look fucking incredible. I'm gonna look good, and he's gonna look great. That's the whole point of professional wrestling.
Exactly.
I mean, you're not gonna squash me. I mean, unless I'm on fucking TV, you're not squashing me. But if I'll gladly fucking lose. I don't give a shit about this scripted wrestling thing that we do. I'll make it look great too.
This is physical theater.
Let's see what Daryl has to say. Daryl's always got something fun to say. Don't book all local promotions on the same night when you only run once a month. That's fucking, I hate that shit. When you got two promotions in like one city and they both run the same night. Like, you guys are fucking morons.
Stupid.
Because then it just messes up everything. It's like the talent then has to choose, oh, which promotion do I have to wrestle with this night? And then I'm starting to stop doing this, but in my younger years, I try to double book or triple book. And sometimes it work out, sometimes it fuck up a lot. And I know, like you don't cancel your bookings, but yeah, it fucks up a lot of stuff, the ecosystem, when you do stuff like that. Instead of, hey, let's have a big super show at the end of the month where we both work together, or we build something up to where something works for both sides. No, one's over here and fuck this side. I've survived so many of that bullshit. It's like I've lasted longer than promotions that done that shit. And it's like, you think you would learn from the ashes, but no, people still want to have, you can't run in a 15-mile radius, or no one know you were here. You don't promote. You don't go around painting the towns.
That makes too much sense, Tim. Way too much
It
sense.
does. I know.
But like you said, though,
I have hope.
all month, both of you have your shows in the month, and then at the end of the month or every 2 months, you have that fucking super show, but it's consistent. Because a lot of guys are like, they don't want to do that one big show where their company fucking loses because their ego. Then have it every other month where your companies battle each other and have one big super show, and then have this team wins, then that team wins, and everybody's dicks get sucked and everybody comes. It's awesome.
And here's the thing I just thought of. It's like with AI and all this, you can literally book a show. You can literally put in who you want to wrestle, all their credentials, and then you have them decide. Since you don't want to do it.
You're right. Allen Iverson was a hell of a basketball player.
Very much so. I love this crossover and it's cornrows.
The answer.
All right, Timothy, are you ready for the next segment? This next segment, a lot of people are falling in love with it. You never want to be caught on it. It is called Shitty Promo of the Week. Run that footage, WISO.
This is shit. That's shit. Shitty promo of the week.
So for everybody who knows, it's time for us to make fun of other people and feel better about ourselves. WISO, what do we have on deck? Where's it from? Who is it?
All right, first one we got is the Scion Warrior.
Hi, May 5th. High Voltage Pro returns to the Live Wire Arena in Huntsville, Alabama. The Road Warriors, 8 Miles, C. Adams, Ashley Miles. We got a little plan for High Voltage Pro. Only way you'll know is be there.
I think the amount of episodes we've had on Real and Raw August Dark 12 podcast is the same amount of teeth that man has in his fucking mouth. 8. Timothy, what'd you think about it? What was that guy's fucking name? I didn't get it.
The Super Scion. That's his nickname.
Super Saiyan. What do you think about him, Tim?
Well, like I stated, we're our own custom players. And we still have levels to go in knowledge and learning and journeys and stuff. So my hat is off to him for even building up the confidence, because I know as wrestlers, as people, it's like sometimes we get in our own head and we stop ourselves from doing stuff. So for him to beat himself and put that video out, no matter what people think, even be on podcasts, people make fun of it. He may not have been aware of it. He's just putting out stuff to promote himself. So my hat is off to him.
You're not going to touch on the fact that it was a vertical promo, Tim. Come on, at least hit him with the vertical promo.
Hey, we have people that won't even cut a promo at all, and people better than them. Better, like way more advanced, way more in their journey. People making more money than him. People on TV. People who are on national television making more money than all of us. Go from sea to shining sea, but won't let anybody know about it. So,
oh man, that was good.
Way ahead of the curves there. So, like I said, my hat's off to him.
Timothy Bumper's a Super Saiyan. We got a comment. Daryl Chronister says he looks like my lesbian aunt and sounds like the lady on the old "You Don't Always Die from Tobacco" commercials. Let's watch it one more time, WISO. One more time. Let's watch that one.
Hi, May 5th. High Voltage Pro returns to the Live Wire Arena in Huntsville, Alabama.
In my head now, fuck.
The Road Warriors, 8 Miles, C. Adams, Ashley Miles. We got a little plan for High Voltage Pro.
Hey,
All
baby,
you
calm down.
know, just be there.
Man.
Here's the positives. He said his opponent. He said like his whole posse. He said where the show was.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear a date though. Did you hear a date, Wiso?
I didn't, but you failed to realize he's from Alabama, so he probably like one of the coolest guys in Alabama. Probably looks like
That's the guy. That's the guy. That's the William. That's the William Osprey of fucking
He can
Alabama.
moonwalk in Timberlands. I just feel like he can do that. I just feel like that's his talent.
What do we got next, Wiso? Who's on deck? Who's on the chopping block?
we got Red Solo.
The number one
Red Solo.
wrestler, Red Solo Cup, coming
Oh,
to you
Red
to let you
Solo!
know
I
that
know
there
Red
is a
Solo!
new wrestling show here in Alabama called the Showstopper Championship Wrestling on November the 12th in Piedmont, Alabama at the Piedmont Center.
Bam!
Red Solo Cup is going to be in action. The owner called me and asked me if I want to wrestle on the show. And I told him, yes, I will. And I asked
Hell yeah,
him,
you did,
who am I
Solo.
going
Hell
to
yeah,
face?
you did,
He
Solo.
said, you are going to face Rah Rah the Clown.
He
And I said,
forgot.
Rah Rah
Shit,
the Clown? Who is Rah Rah the Clown?
Who is he?
And I
Tell
told
me.
him, yes, I will accept his challenge. Rah Rah the
Fuck
Clown,
yeah.
let me let you know, I have been
Let him
through
know.
a lot of wrestling, a lot of fights. I have never know who you are. But you know, when you step in the
Yo,
ring
no.
with the number one wrestler, Red
Number
Solo
one.
Cup, you know it's going to be a fight. It's
Real
going
one,
to
damn it.
be a fight to the end. And when
The
it's
very
said
end.
and done and over, when the smoke settles, you're going to be on your back for the 1, 2, 3.
Let him
See
know,
you
Solo.
November the 12th in Piedmont, Alabama.
He said it again. He said it again. How was that a bad promo? Fuck both of y'all. He said the day. He said the time. He said the arena. And he ran it back. How was that bad?
Oh man. Well, I will say, never cut a fucking promo in a car. Never
Okay.
no car promos. No car promo. That's where he fits the script. And that's what I told Wiso. All the promos that we found, is when you first see it, you're like, this is terrible. Then you listen to it, you're like, this isn't fucking bad at all. There's no graphics, there's no smoke and mirrors. But that's Red Solo Cup, goddammit.
That's Red Solo.
It's funny because you said that. I did a seminar with Tommy Dreamer where he told all of us we weren't shit, but he wrestled me the night before and he told me, he's like, you look like you was going to be a piece of shit in the ring, but you surprised me. You're like a book I didn't want to read, but I'm glad I did. And it's just like a lot of promos in life. It's like, it looks like something that's going to be funny or horrible, but you just got to read a little bit more. So hell yeah, Red Solo. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. But like you said on the last one, you're like, there's guys out here that are making towns, cross the seas, fucking getting flown places that they can't do that. They can't do what Red Solo Cup just goddamn did right there. Red
There'll
Solo.
be someone in front of Tokyo Dome that can't tell you they're going to wrestle in the Tokyo Dome. But
I
yeah,
know it's
Red
in
Solo
Piedmont,
Cup,
Alabama.
Red Solo Cup told your ass twice where he going to be at.
Yeah.
And the time.
And his opponent.
Yes,
And-
love you, Red Solo Cup.
And the full conversation with the promoter. Every fucking detail of that conversation. He's not reading from a script, Daryl, you fucking piece of shit. That was from the heart. That wasn't from a script.
It's from the heart, brother.
All right, wait. I think we got one more here.
We got one more here.
More promo. Let's see
There's
where
a-
it's from and who it is.
This is an older one from 2018, I think it says.
Quack. Quack. Yeah, it's whack. It's very whack. APW, your future tag team champions, the Gymnasty Boys.
What up, dog?
Tomorrow night in Chester, South Carolina. We take on Rob Killjoy and Lance Lee. Now,
All right.
Ducklings.
now, gentlemen, it's no secret. We know each other very well. Hell, you had a hand in helping us become the Nasty Boys, but that's where it ends. Tomorrow is where it finally begins for White Mike and Timmy Lou Retton. Once we beat you,
10 days before our tag anniversary.
ooh, you remembered.
I know.
I love him. But back to serious notes. Tomorrow night, we beat you and become the APW Tag Team Champions. Because you can be good, you can be great, but you'll never be Gymnasty.
Now, Timothy, that wasn't a shitty promo. But I just went to your page and scrolled as far as I fucking could and tried to pop you by putting your promo on there. But if we are putting it in the category of shitty promo, it was handheld. It was a handheld promo. Ladies and gentlemen, don't do that. But Timothy Bumpers, what beautiful hair you have now.
Hey, man. Time and the universe provides.
That was 2018?
2018. By the way, I'm still in that handshake, by the way.
Oh, you can have it. I don't use them no more.
And
It was awesome.
White Mike was looking cool as fuck back there with the mustache.
Very much
Yeah,
so.
the thing about both of you is you both look cool right there, but both of you separately have just went both staying in the fucking very high up on the North Carolina scene, very high up on everybody's favorite wrestler list. I like it. Do you?
Very much so.
That was fucking awesome. Yeah, we had lately we've been having guests on, we've been doing the promos, and WISO here thought it was a great idea. Let's use whoever the guest is, let's find their oldest fucking promo and play it for them and see how they feel about it. So Tim, what was going through your whole life at that time? 2018. How long were you wrestling? How long were you in the business? How long have you trained for? And what was going on at that time?
Back in that time, 2018, I was 4 years. Yeah. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, sorry, 5 years. I don't know how to count. But yeah, I was 5 years in. Me and White Mike had started tagging. We had first got wrestling with the Ugly Ducklings. We started hopping the car with them. And they did a podcast, funny enough, about how the importance of tag team wrestling was. And we was in that room just listening to them. It was the Ugly Ducklings, the Heat Seekers, and the Carnies.
Oh.
3 prominent tag teams, especially when we started coming up. And just listening to them and the beauty of it. Me and Mike were always fans of tag team wrestling. So we agreed and just said, let's do it. And those are probably some of the fun times I've had in my life. That's like, Mike helped me a lot with being more open with my character. As I always loved wrestling. I was always labeled the wrestler of the tag team. But being around him, seeing how he was cool with just being funny and goofy in himself, I was like, I can put that within my wrestling. So I know a lot of times he would say like I was the wrestler of the team, but he was more so the character where I needed to learn from him as much as he needed to learn from me. And I'd say 2018 was when we was trying to put everything together. We was trying to get calls up. We was trying to get signed. We were putting in prominent positions where we wrestled tag teams, legendary wrestling tag teams. But the universe said otherwise. She thought it was better that we go our separate ways. And ever since then, it's been that. I've been doing what I needed to do. Mike's over where he's doing wrestling. I've seen he's won the AML World Tag Team Championship. And that's great stuff. It's like the whole thing with me, I wanted people to see Mike for what he really was. He's a great storyteller. He's great at wrestling and making others good with his selling. So I'm happy to see him still doing that.
That's good, man. That's awesome. That's awesome to see. Did you guys win any titles? Daryl wants to know.
Yeah, we won a lot of them, motherfuckers. If I have to count, I'd say we won probably over 13 championships together.
Holy moly. That's more than
And
a
we
lot of
literally
guys do
won-
in their fucking career.
And we won a championship in Canada, interspecies wrestling.
Nice.
Damn, international draw over here. Let's talk about now. A lot of people may not know this because it's nothing that you go and like toot your own horn a lot about. But I've seen it, and you are an inspiration to a lot of guys in this business. Guys that are just starting, guys that have been doing it for years. Hell, guys that are fucking running NXT now that you have dipped your fucking whole life into and selflessly helped them, putting yourself second, helping a lot of these guys in this business. Would you like to give a shout out to any of those gentlemen?
No.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
I only say that because they know who they are and what the universe put me in position to do with them, not for them, but with them. I can't take credit for. Nothing that I do, nothing that is happening is because of me. It's what the universe has given me. And my job is to return to her with nothing that she's given me. So may that be the talent that I have, the knowledge that I have, the experience that I've had on this road. I don't want anyone to suffer like I have, but I want people to experience the best version of themselves in this. That's what I feel like my job is now. It's like if I can see the excitement of someone's face when they see they're wrestling me, that's all I fucking need. It's because I wanted that excitement when I started. When I got to wrestle someone, I was scared shitless. I didn't know how to, but when they wrestle me, I want them to feel like I can get to be myself. I get to throw ideas that everyone said no to. That's where I am in my career now. So a lot of the talent around North Carolina and Georgia and Ohio and Tennessee and West Virginia, it's only because the universe placed me there to help.
Yeah.
So no, I'm not going to name anybody. They know.
Good. I didn't want to hear it anyways. That was just me being nice. But to anybody listening right now, don't get it twisted. Tim will help you in the ring. You get in the ring with fucking me. It's what I say goes, and I'm going over clean. You fucking hear that? And quick, because I got shit to do after. Tony Entertainment, Mr. Tony Miller says the Infinite Man. And I can read that through his text that says, the Infinite Man.
Hello.
Yeah, there you go. I think it's time for a real quick dance break. WISO, would you like to dance with... WISO, cut that shit off, dude. I'm done dancing, WISO. I'm out of breath, dude.
That's enough for one night.
All right, so now for every episode, I give WISO, I let him out of his cage, and I let him ask one question to our guest. WISO, are you ready for this? It better not fucking suck either. And Tim, if you don't want to...
I was not ready at all for a question.
Shut the hell up. If you don't want to answer it, Tim, just tell him to go fuck himself. WISO, you're out of the cage. Ask your question.
I got no question. I wasn't prepared.
Wow. After all you've heard
I just remember the question. Where'd you guys meet up at? How'd you guys meet?
Who?
Both of y'all. Because you're from North Carolina, right? You're from Florida.
We've never met before.
Really? Not on the show or nothing. So
online love.
My cat wanted it. What'd you ask him, WISO? You son of a bitch.
How'd you guys meet up?
Oh, that's kind of fucking personal, don't you think?
I'm saying, I thought it was a funny story. You walked in the locker room, you saw him, you're like, this guy's a fucking dick, and it turns out, I mean, he's a decent person. I mean, I thought it'd be one of those stories.
Yeah, continue.
Actually, it's like we've never really met before. That's not in the physical. Like it's just been online love, appreciation, and just showing each other that we're just talented motherfuckers and just want each other to be best of each other.
Spiritual.
So that's it.
We met each other spiritually in another realm. Yeah,
See, good question, a good answer. You see?
Fuck you. How about that? Let's start off with that. Fuck you.
How about you read that comment?
August, you need to be nicer to WISO, even if he's wearing a CM Punk shirt. Shit. She said shit.
Oh, this is a family show.
No, Panda, I will not be nice to WISO. He does not deserve that from me. He's got a whole island full of his own people that love the fuck out of him.
Hell yeah.
Right over my shoulder.
But anyways, yeah, we've never met, and you never really see this in the business. Like people from two different states that have never linked up, never wrestled with each other, like supporting each other. That's kind of unheard of in this business. Like, what can you do for me? Okay, we're not wrestling, we're not in the same shows, then fuck off. That's how most people are. But I don't know. Tim to me is a very special individual, and I've seen him grow in the last only 4.5 years that I've been in the business, and he's been growing a lot longer than that, and that's why, you know, he's a very special creative character to me. I love seeing his growth. I love his fucking attitude in this business. I love his, you know, fuck you if you don't like me, pay me if you do. Attitude. That's a t-shirt right there. Fuck you if you don't like me, pay me if you do.
Hey, you coined it, so I just want a large, that's all.
You're welcome for the good question.
Fuck. Wait till we get up. Wait till Tim leaves this fucking room when we stop going live. I'm gonna fucking ring you. Son of a bitch. Mint shirt. Fuck. Autocorrect. Yeah, autocorrect can be a bitch sometimes. Timothy, is there anything that you would like to say to anybody? Any upcoming shows? Any ex-girlfriends you want to tell to blow? Any Japanese companies you want to fucking send more dick pics to?
Well, this Saturday, I'll be in Kissimmee, North Carolina, as I take on Bojack, one of a really, 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 really talented individual, one of the upcoming guys in North Carolina and beyond. He'll be on TV somewhere someday. To upcoming wrestlers, my nieces and nephews, continue to grow, learn everything you need to about this business. Do not take anything personal about it. It's all building towards the finish. I know it doesn't feel like that at times, but it is. Think about the roughest time in your life and you thought it was going to end and you're still here. Apply that to everything. To the people who don't like me, I understand. I wasn't my best in some of those situations. May time allow us growth. I love you, even if I don't know you. That's all.
That was very sweet. Ladies and gentlemen, follow Timothy Bumpers, Tim Bumpers, T-I-motherfucking-M on all social media platforms. If he doesn't follow you back, don't get mad because his energy just wasn't meant for you. WISO, do you have anything to say? Doesn't fucking matter. That was the show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for stopping by.
Tomorrow.